Dennis, welcome to my YouTube channel. We are talking about SynergyOneWoman, a playlist which I have been featuring various NGOs from around the world on this platform. Today, Dennis is joining us from GIMA. Dennis, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Thank you very much, Dr. Julie. It's a pleasure to actually be here with you.
So, Dennis, do you want to quickly tell my viewers about what exactly is GIMA and why did you start this initiative?
Okay, so I am called Denise and I am from Cameroon. So GIMA actually means give it a meaning again. That is the full meaning of GIMA. And GIMA is a mental health organization based here in Cameroon, where I work with certified clinical counselors, social workers, to offer free counseling services to youths in Cameroon and all around the world, as we have been able to offer our services to over 7 countries. Why did I start GIMA? So in 2018, I lost my elder sister. She had HIV, and that was my closest sibling. So she was very close to me in her trying moments. So all throughout that period, I realized that it was never really about the drug. It was not about the fact that she wasn't taking her medicine or anything. We would go to the hospital for checkup. The doctor would say she's fine. All she needs to do is take her medicine and she will be all right and eat healthy. But when we would come back to the house and we would engage in a conversation, she would tell me that she doesn't feel okay.
Yeah.
She wants to talk to somebody. She doesn't feel okay.
Okay.
So I told my mom, I think we should go back to the hospital. We went back to the hospital, and when my sister came out, she told me it's the same thing.
Okay.
Every hospital they have a program where they talk to you. Do you know what HIV is? Do you know how you can get HIV? Now that you have HIV. So they were not helping her. They were just telling her about HIV.
Right.
And that's when I realized we needed to talk to somebody. So we actually brought in a pastor who also serves as a counselor, but you know, the whole religion thing, my sister was not comfortable.
Right.
So she could not talk to anybody. In December 2018, she actually passed away. And I think that's when I fell into depression, because she was an elder sister who also took care of me like a mother.
Okay.
And so it was very difficult for me to accept that I'm losing her this young. I was just 18 years old.
Okay.
So after that, I started searching online.
Okay.
Like typing online, I feel down. I don't feel like sleeping. I feel like crying all the time, and that's when I got the name depression, and I started reading about mental health. Fast forward to 2019, I started writing about growing up, how growing up messes up with a young person's mind, and how it's difficult to understand everything that's happening to you. And I realized that whenever I would post on Facebook, a lot of young people would relate to it.
Right.
Some people even started asking me, Denise, are you actually writing about your story, or are you just writing about the minds of so many young people because you're able to relate to a lot of people? And I would just say, I'm actually writing about everybody. Like, I just think this is what all young people go through, whereas that was actually what I was going through.
Okay.
So I actually had to muster up courage. I had a friend who really encouraged me and told me mental health is something that a lot of young people are suffering from. Depression, their mental health has always been messed up every now and then. They are dealing with depression, PTSD, but they don't actually know it, and they don't know what to do. But you're already in this space, you're already writing, they're already relating, and you already know that talking to somebody will help you, especially talking to a professional. That's how I came up with GIMA, Give It a Meaning Again. At first, it was just about me writing about different things that young people go through. I used to blog about I am happy. Like, you know, when you ask, or I am fine. Like when you ask somebody, hi, Dr. Julie, how are you doing? The first response is, I am fine. Right. But behind the I am fine, we have a lot of I am sad, I am broken, I need somebody to talk to, I am not okay. But how are you question had just become a whole, you know, it's like a formality when you're talking to somebody. You should just ask the person, how are you? Right. You're not actually asking to know how the person is doing. It's just like a formality.
Right.
And after that, I got in contact with this clinical counselor, Miss Bettil, and I shared with her my vision. And she told me, you know what, fine, I would offer my services free.
Right.
Through youth in GIMA. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I asked her, would you like to join the team? She said, yes, she would definitely like to join the team. Being a professional in Cameroon, and knowing that a lot of people don't pay attention to this particular field because they always feel like people who go to this field are people who don't even want to do the work. But we forget to understand that in front of everything, it's mental health. Right. I believe that counselors, clinical counselors, psychologists, they are at the forefront of it all. Right. Before you're able to do anything, your mind needs to be in check. You need to be mentally healthy in order to carry out any activity you want to carry out. And that is how GIMA started, and that is how I got the first clinical counselor. And from there, we got the second clinical counselor, Miss Shallow. After that, we got a social worker, Mr. Christian, and now we have volunteers who are equally young mental health advocates who want to build themselves in this profession and who have as desire to advocate for mental health in Cameroon and across the globe.
I know it is a fantastic work and it is need of the day to day. Also, can you tell our viewers that which are the areas you cover, so if anybody from Cameroon sees this video, they know that who to reach out to?
Okay. One thing about GIMA is that since GIMA started as an online platform, we have always left the online counseling to be a major part of our activities.
Okay.
Nonetheless, we equally offer on-site counseling in Boya, in Mutengene, and in Limbe and Tiko, because these are the areas that we can easily access, and these are the areas that have counselors who are on ground. Yeah. But we equally, like I said from the beginning, we have been able to offer counseling in the Philippines, the Gambia, Rwanda, Tunisia, Germany, and in Cameroon. So we offer our services online. We try to keep it online a lot because we know that if we say on-site, we might not reach our target. We might not reach the young people we want to reach out to. But a lot of young people are online today. And we believe that when we stick to being online, we are going to offer the best of our services to the young people in the online space who actually really need us.
Thank you. So kudos to all the counselors who are working with you, and absolutely you're doing a wonderful work. For my viewers, if you want to know more about GIMA and you want to reach out to them, then there is going to be a description with this video where you can see a lot of resources, which I will list it with the description. So lastly, just tell us what are your future plans and where do you want to go from here?
Well, my future plans for GIMA, first of all, is to advocate for mental health. In my country, we don't have a mental health law, and I hope that GIMA will be able to, do a lot of work to ensure that the government sees that we need a mental health law in Cameroon that's going to protect people in terms of their jobs, in terms of school, just laws that can protect people with mental health disabilities. And also, I am really hoping that one day, GIMA will be able to show Cameroon and Africa and the world in general that counselors, social workers, psychologists, therapists, they should be at the forefront of it all. Sure. The importance that we are supposed to give them cannot be overemphasized upon. These are the people that should be treasured in every field, in every walk of life. Counselors should always be at the forefront of it all.
Sure. So Denise, thank you so much for joining. I know you're doing wonderful work, and I'm sure that through this video, many people will reach out to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you too very much, Dr. Julie, for recognizing our work and for equally reaching out to us and for deciding to have us on your platform like this so the world can equally know about what we are doing. We are actually very grateful.